Has anyone seen this man? He's gone missing. From the relevancy department, that is... William Shakespeare has done the impossible and has retained his status as a literary unit in the land for many years, perhaps almost too many. So many, in fact, that part of society is fed up with this luscious man being involved with education a century too far. The question of the next decaminute, though, is this really true? Is Shakespeare actually deserving of this role of relevant figure number 472? We put together a life-threatening quintuplet politic fest to answer that question and more, which will waste an entire 0.00694 repeated of a day of all of your lives. In this list, we compiled not 10, not 100, but 5 compelling points on why we feel this way. Some might even have some transfixing and thought-out evidence to prove it. That's the dream anyway. We at Watch Roma are sure familiar with this 1564 Born's works, as well as our sponsors for the day, Mac's Convenience Store for allowing us to record in their premises, as well as gingermail.life. More on that at the end of the video. Well, here it is, the top 5 reasons why William Shakespeare is no longer relevant.
I wish I found some coal to build a house. I wish I found some iron to build a house. I wish I found some diamonds also too. I wish I found some Pikachu. I was told when I get older I'd find diamonds, but now I'm older and
You're under arrest, Nimrod. Big dog, we got a situation here. I'm gonna need some backup. This is cute. We got a 1022 in progress. I'm gonna need you to bring in the big gun.
I want to find diamonds.
Look at you, sitting in front of me.
Wish we could turn back time.
Number 5. The question that had to be asked here first is, how does the average commoner see Shakespeare and what do they get out of him? This leads us to fill our number 5 slot. With our researching budget, we traveled to where else but Utah, where we investigated the locals.
Up. Ah!
What? Wow, I'm in Utah.
Utah's really fun.
Naka ni Kodama ga imasu.
Everybody go to www.gingermail.life and let the ginger be with you.
Thanks.
Well, turns out we blew our researching budget for the most part, but we did still gather a selection of sacred data. It seems from our research, Shakespeare has dished out a little something I like to call "no one cares anymore" syndrome. This has infected the masses for several reasons. Answers from the public included difficult to read and understand text, predictable stories, offensive content, out-of-date humor, and several other truckloads of complaining. Definitely not a conveniently negative crowd that we interviewed, no siree. We'll go more in depth into some of these later in the video. Even teachers and educators despise this man, as they would rather take him out of the classroom. Just like in the same sort of way teachers would want to kick out a 3rd grader biting off their toe skin. To summarize, we have concluded that Shakespeare is known to many as that one irksome male that everyone knows about forcefully because of school teaching in this society. Number 4.
Generally, in this day and age, the divide between races, genders, and classes has been cut to an all-time minimum. The discrimination between peoples today is much less than the 16th century when Shakespeare was active. All forms of humor have advanced, leaving Shakespearean-era humor in a point lower than 2008 top-bottom text memes. I mean, who finds this funny?
I pray you, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamoured of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Oberon is essentially giving Titania no choice as to who she loves with this potion. This scene alone sent shivers down my spine, knowing that this kind of humor was socially acceptable. Oberon used what was essentially Rufalin on Titania to get her to love Bottom. But back to our topic. With the difference in time frame, acceptable content by society has also advanced. Multiple times throughout the story, Athenian marital law was referenced in the case of Lysander and Hermia. Quote by Aegeus, "Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough, I beg the law upon his head." This comes from Act 4, Scene 1, line 155. This quote is supporting the killing of Lysander because he disobeyed the Athenian law of arranged marriage. Modern North American society is barely clinging to the death penalty, proving that politics and values were a much different thing back then.
Number 3. Like all entrepreneurs in the current landscape, Shakespeare is a juicy culprit of, say it with me now, theft! Shakespeare has on multiple occasions been proven of stealing ideas, stories, characters, all of the above and more. This is partially the outcome of London being a great travel center and many visitors from different cultures always throwing out opinions just because they can, I guess. Now, if this is indeed true like many believe, this means he theoretically stole/invented the idea of plagiarism. Are you telling me that teachers are teaching their students how to plagiarize? That is my least favorite crime by a mile. At least study a prophet that actually had some originality and did not encourage heinous crimes. Here are bits of proof to prove this in my own tutorial on how to steal ye old literature. To William's credit, he has technically been using his materials for transformative means and took creative liberties, but still there are no records of the crediting of sources or anyone in general found, and almost everything he wrote has been proven to have at least something inherently taken from somewhere else. Number 2.
The Shakespearean era had a much different ideology regarding animal cruelty. This is proven through Helena. Quote, "I am your spaniel. The more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave." Against PETA standards and violations in legislation's section 444 to 447 of Canada's Criminal Code, the code prohibits causing unnecessary pain, suffering, or injury to an animal or bird, and causing damage or injury by willful neglect. Therefore, in A Midsummer Night's Dream, metaphorical animal cruelty is glorified as romanticism. That really ain't it, Chief. Fun fact regarding animals in Shakespearean theater, Shakespeare also invented furries. Quote,
I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Number 1.
Generally, in Shakespearean theater, the speech is done in either a rhythmic and/or poetic fashion. However, this is drastically different from today's form of speech. Today's speech isn't riddled with metaphors and complicated words like it is in Shakespearean theater. There's a reason why Shakespearean translators exist today. It's because that style of speech has been abandoned for a more direct and simplistic form. This is also a reason why Shakespeare is irrelevant to learn in today's modern society. The advancements in language have made Shakespearean theater almost unintelligible to the average person. Therefore, why would Shakespeare be relevant today if it doesn't carry anything relevant to today's speech? If it is predominantly English students studying this language, then why do they need to learn what a 400-year-old play says when they could learn how to properly use grammar relevant to today?
Number 0, baby! Oh, what's this? More than 5 truthful articles of evidence against Shakespeare on this list? Well, buckle your seatbelts, folks, and pop those birth control pills, because I have a doozy of a number 0 for you. On more than one occasion, Mr. S has bullied many groups of people, including peasants, females, animals, and probably more. That's several doses too far of discrimination, if I do say so myself. This man would be able to single-handedly cancel Flat EarthCon 2019 if he were alive tomorrow. Here are just a few of these examples. We already highlighted how he did this for humor in some instances, but it's a bigger issue than that, and it gets personal. Number -1.
Bruh.
If you hadn't already got the hint, everyone at Watchroamer would profoundly bite the skin off of their favorite toe than to prove Shakespeare as most relevant. In summary, Shakespeare is indeed not relevant, and these 5 reasons prove this as an opinion, and a decent opinion at that. These reasons and more put shame to this man's legacy, and rightfully so. What a silly tragedian slash comedian slash plagiarist slash discriminist. Well, the video is over, kids. You can go back to doing circles around your local 7-Eleven or Ginger Mail admin now if you wish. Tune in next week to catch the top 10 reasons why Corey Baxter is more relevant than William Shakespeare. And by a week, I mean 3 months. Alternatively, if you're feeling political, check out our convenience store tier list. And hey, if you enjoyed this unbiased analytical let's play of Shakespeare Simulator 2019, quintuple backflip on top of that subscribe button. This video was sponsored by gingermail.life. For more information on how to better your life decisions on a website with no security or terms of service and 2 notable features, click the link in the description that is definitely there, and if it's not, well, it's a good day to give the gift of unemployment to our employee, Andre. Come on, it'll only take a large family of picoseconds to check it out. Anyway, thanks again to our friends over at www.gingermail.life for being so gallant to partner with us once again.